Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here and let's wake up the football guys. Wake up, guys. Wake up. Wake up. There they go. How are you guys doing today? It is Thursday, and we sit literally 7 days, 11 hours, 3 minutes, and 40 seconds away from kickoff of the draft. Oh my God. Oh my God. We're going to be drafting the new talent for the Dallas Cowboys. Hopefully, the future stars, maybe even future Hall of Famers. And hopefully, we get it right this year. Hopefully, we do better than we did the last 2 years and really getting some lights out talent. But before we get to the draft itself, there's some trades and stuff out there that people are looking to try and make because people want to go ahead and get some more of that young talent, maybe shy away from some of the veterans that are higher priced. So I'm going to ask you a question here. We lost Randall Cobb, slot receiver. And a lot of people are sitting here thinking, maybe we should go ahead and draft a wide receiver. So that way we have another weapon for Dak Prescott. We need another weapon. And so let's say, I'm going to ask you, what would you give up for a guy last year, 74 receptions, 1,035 yards, 4 TDs, and a 55% catch percentage? How much would you be willing to give up for that guy to bring to your team? 74 receptions, 55% catch rating, 1,035 yards. Let me give you where all of his statistics rank. In yardage, he ranks 26 in the NFL with 1,035. Catch percentage at 55% ranks 174th. Way down there. 28th in catches, 27th in yards per catch, 14, and 66 in TDs. What would you be willing to give up in the draft for that guy, knowing we gave up a number one for Amari Cooper? Now, sometimes the quarterback can make a difference. Maybe the player played with a bad system or a bad coach or bad quarterback. So its potential could be there. What would you be willing to give up for that player? Because what the Browns are looking for on this is 2 number ones for Odell Beckham Jr. Let me say that again. They're looking for 2 number ones for Odell Beckham Jr., who was 26th in yardage, 174th in catch percentage, 28th in total catches, 27th in yards per catch, and 66th with TDs, having 4. And this is the difference of perception versus reality. Because in your mind, what you think of is what the player was. As Cowboy fans, we saw Odell Beckham reach to the moon to catch that terrible pass from Eli Manning over Brandon Carr. Mind you, they still lost. But that's what you think of when you think of Odell Beckham. You think of that guy who's making the spectacular one-handed catches. And when you hear, oh my God, the Browns are willing to trade him, we got to go get that guy. And not realize what that guy has become. I'm not saying that he's awful. 1,000 yards receiving in the NFL is really good. But you look at 55% catch percentage, it's not good at all. That's basically just slightly above 50-50. And you have the other baggage that goes with him of being fine and having, plays and times where he checks out and so forth. So that's where you have to understand. A lot of times you guys will think about a player, oh man, we got to get this guy, we got to get him. But you don't realize what that player's become. And so I go back to my original question here. Does it change in your mind what you want to give up for that guy because it's Odell? Does it make it, oh, I'll give up a number one for him because you're thinking it's Odell Beckham and we can bring him in and we can fix him and this, that, and the other. The funny thing is, and a lot of you have probably been through this, ladies and gentlemen, that you have dated somebody and you say, you know what, I'm going to fix this person. I'm going to change that person. I'm going to make him the kind of guy or girl that I want. How does that usually work out? Because you usually don't change people too well. Pretty much, they are what they are. And it's not going to change. So, me, I said before when Odell Beckham was playing great that I wouldn't want that type of player on my team because it's more me, 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 me. And you cannot have a guy who can make some great plays and then turn around and get you 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct. You can't have a guy who checks out of games because for me, Odell is that guy who it's, look at me, I am the greatest in the world, to, I don't remember. Next question. And he's out punching a hole in the wall. So I leave that because, again, we go through perception and reality. We look at people in the media. We look at Adam Schefter and say, he works for ESPN. He's been doing it for a long time. ESPN, that's a news source. It's got to be right. They wouldn't falsely put out things. So when we hear that TMZ says that Dak Prescott has a party for 30 people, and then we hear other people, Ian Rappaport's and, the Shannon Sharp, skip, say it, they must be right. Because we wouldn't start stuff, rumors, and sully somebody's name. Right? I referred to this situation. You heading out? Okay. All right. Be safe. You got your mask? Got your gloves? Got your sanitizer? Okay. All right. Michael Anthony going out to do deliveries. All right. Just remember, be safe. Don't touch that face. In 2015, there was a firestorm. I've referred to this a couple times. Some of you may not remember it. But this was one of those dark days for the media that they created. Because the title of this article from Deadspin was, Whatever Happened to That Dez Bryant Video? It's impossible to prove a negative, but each passing day it seems more and more likely that the Dez Bryant video, the subject over the last 2 weeks of rumors so intense that they were in themselves semi-legitimate news, simply don't exist. By now, we know what appears to have set all the rumors alight. A minor 4-year-old incident in which Bryant may not have even been involved, but even without an actual video, the story as it played out was almost as juicy as and more intrusive, a perfect illustration of the NFL media swallowing its own tail. Word of the video first surfaced around February 20th when Pro Football Talk's Mike Farello, or however you say his name, appeared on a Dallas radio show, and after the host brought up the rumor, Farello claimed that all the major insiders know about the tape and that it would have a Ray Rice type of impact. Now, that's not exactly what he said. He said when it comes out, it'll be 10 times worse than Ray Rice. That's the actual quote. It's burned into my brain. If it were released, it is the calculus of rumors, and that's exactly the thing to make to say to make the reward worth the risk of chasing an unsubstantiated story. In other words, you're going to get a lot of play out of this, even if it's not true. The following week, some jamoke on Twitter claimed to be a music producer came out with a series of claims that the Sun Times Network, a content mill carrying the brand of a reputable big city newspaper, decided to run with. Claimed that Bryant's friends were shopping the video around and extorting the receiver. So now all of a sudden you had Mike Farello go ahead and say, hey, there might be a tape out there. It took Adam Schefter to give the rumor, Adam Schefter now, which by now, supposedly some of Dez Bryant's friends said, we got the tape. And they were trying to get Dez to buy it from him or to the highest bidder, in which case nobody paid him. But then it took ESPN's Adam Schefter to give the rumor, which had then become unavoidable, really legitimacy. He vouched for the video's existence in his appearance on the Chicago radio show. Whereas Farello said he had been chasing the video since November, Schefter said he had been working on it, whatever it was, since September. Schefter also claimed that he knew what was on the tape, though he hadn't seen it, and wouldn't reveal what that supposedly was. So Adam Schefter, instead of just saying, I don't know anything about it, basically said, we've been spending a lot of work on this tape, and if it comes out, it's going to be bad, without actually saying what's on there. What you did was you perpetrated the rumor and continued it. Farello followed up with an incredible human centipede of a headline. Schefter confirms rumor of Dez Bryant's video. So you have Mike Farello say there might be a tape out there that's 10 times worse than Ray Rice. Ray Rice, who got kicked out of the NFL. Then Adam Schefter says, we've been working on this for a long time, and we'll come out with it when we get all the facts together, or when we get it all together. He didn't say facts. And then Mike Farello says he just confirmed the rumor. The post was 600 words of cryptic self-congratulation and countless speculation. Here were Schefter and Farello, two respected NFL reporters, going back and forth to build a national story based entirely on not revealing what they knew, and by teasing the potential impact and the details. They had to know the rest of the football media would seize upon it, and with that, during the several few weeks between the combine and free agency, the NFL once again became the biggest story in town. The supposed deadline passed, no video emerged. Bruce report Mike Freeman chatted with a few league sources, and if there ever was a video, they seemed to know exactly as much as average confused reader. An NFC general manager said, have you seen it? If you get a copy, send it to me. I heard TMZ paid $1 million for it. I heard it was $2 million. As for us, we've received a bunch of supposed tips on the video since the rumor surfaced, and essentially, since we offered to buy the tape, if it exists, they're all over the place. Some mentioned the Walmart parking lot, some mentioned his mother, some mentioned various media outlets that were about to run the story. We received a purported screenshot, but it was proven fake by a reverse image search. There were rumors that the tape was floating around the dark web like the photos from celebrity nudes. No one has ever made any of these claims could produce a video. We checked with police departments in Fort Worth, Arlington, DeSoto. None of them had any information on incidents involving Dez Bryant that had not already been reported. There were nothing but dead ends, and that was very well the beginning to pay the market price in hard cash for video. So, sorry to go on, but I wanted to make sure that we had complete background on this thing, because Mike Farello, Adam Schefter, they never came back and said, you know what, we can't find a tape. Maybe there's nothing to this. Maybe we got it wrong. But see, the problem is they planted a seed and a narrative in your head, because this is the same guy that people went through. The police were called to Dez Bryant's house 6 times on 6 occasions, making you think that it was Miami Vice and the SWAT team, coming to Scarface's house. That's the image that people get in their heads. In the same way, when TMZ comes out and they accuse, I don't know, maybe there were 30 people. Maybe there were, I don't know. I was not there. Apparently neither was TMZ. As far as what I saw on the tape, evidence-wise, you only saw a couple of people in the pictures. And, this big spread that they have, I'm sorry. If you watched my video last night where I made pulled pork tacos, I had about half as much food as they had on that plate. Okay, I cooked a 3-pound chuck roast. Okay, and it was me, Tracy, and Michael to do pulled pork tacos. 3.5 pounds. There ain't much left of that. So when I look at that spread, that ain't enough food for 30 people. They show us a picture and say that, here it is. 10 people place setting, all up in each other. And it turns out the picture isn't even from the man's house. But what happens is, this starts off a firestorm, because then you get a Shannon Sharp saying, Dak Prescott, he had more than 30 people at his house. The police are in Jerry Jones' pocket. So these things that they say in the media, because they are not liable, or they don't take credit, they get the clicks, they get you to watch, they get you to listen. And in the meantime, you sully a person's name. And that's the sad thing about what sports has become. Sports reporting. It used to be, when you watched a guy on there, you could believe what they had to say. Instead, it's a reality show that's fake. And I'm saddened by that. I really and truly am saddened by it. Because it's not about getting the story right. It's about getting people to read it by any means necessary. And we don't care whose life we destroy in the meantime. Well, I've gone on a little long today, and I apologize on that one. But what else you got to do? We're all hopefully hunkering down and letting this coronavirus pass us by. Everybody, be safe. Okay? You go out. If you go out and do everything you got to one time. Try and go out early, so that way you can avoid the crowds and you can get in the store when the store's just been cleaned and when it still has plenty of stock in there. Don't wait till Friday afternoon, evening to go out and get it. Don't let your beer stock run down to 2 beers and say, oh damn, I gotta go get some beer. Stock up on it. Have enough for a week. Get your natter days, Q, and have them there. And when you're home, be productive. So many times people are saying, man, I don't want to go to work. I don't want to go to work. And you get to work, damn, I want to be home. Well, you're home. Use this time wisely. Make yourself a better person. Don't just sit around on the couch eating potato chips. Use this time to make yourself a better person. Come up with new ideas. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to come out of this a better, stronger person. I'm Mark Holmes, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, hey, it doesn't work without you guys. And I got work to do in the shop. I got more of those racks to get out, and we gonna get them done. See you soon.